Hi all. Okay, so on this tutorial I'm going to talk to you about how you can record a tutorial using PowerPoint, where you can demonstrate what you're doing at the same time as talking people through it. And this is also really useful tool for students so that they can talk through their work or their design process rather than having to write lots and lots of stuff about what they've designed or what they're creating or what they're trying to demonstrate. They can create a PowerPoint or create a selection of slides or however they want to evidence it, and then talk about it in a video demonstration. Okay, so bear with me, first time that I've tried to do this. So I've created a few slides here to help us through this process, and that's because I'm actually recording now. So if I go to start a recording by going to insert and screen recording, you can see that mine is greyed out because I'm already recording in another PowerPoint. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm recording a PowerPoint of the screen that I'm showing you this PowerPoint in. Okay, so hopefully that'll make sense. All right then, so if I go to insert, this should be opened out to us, and I've put a screenshot in so you can see it there. So you could just click on screen recording. Okay, and once you do that, this little menu will pop up. Okay, so as you can see, there aren't many buttons on here. The first one that you want to look at is select your area. So I'm just going to go down to the next page, and you can see that I've selected this area here because it's dashed out in red, in a red dashed line. But that could be wherever you want to capture on your screen. So in this actual tutorial that I'm doing, I've got the whole of PowerPoint in my screen capture except the very bottom and my taskbar missing. But you can see just what you've got selected by looking at the red dashed line. Okay, so you select your area, and you can do this until you're happy with it. Okay, the next thing that you want to do is to hit the record button. Now you hit the record button if you want to record what you're doing in your selected area and the audio. Okay, so you hit record, which obviously I can't do because I'm already recording, and then you talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. So it could be that you've got a presentation and you want to talk your way through the presentation with your students in a virtual way so they can listen to the presentation whenever they want to. It could be, if I just minimize that, it could be you demonstrating how to do something like I'm doing at the moment. You've got all your menus are live, you can talk through how to do it. So for example, if I wanted to insert a shape, I could say, okay, so you insert a shape by doing this, and then you click and drag to select the size of the shape, and you can right click on it, and you can see you can demonstrate and talk through how you're going to do that particular thing. So you're going to keep doing that until you're happy that you've done everything that you want, and then you just want to stop recording. Okay, so you can't see my stop recording, but I'm going to include it. So if I stopped recording now, which I'm not going to because it'll stop the video. So if I hit stop recording, what would happen is after a couple of seconds, this would happen. Okay, so you would get a little sort of screen clip of the screen area you had selected and a little video section underneath, so you can play the video. And there am I talking about, there's me talking about how to do what I'm doing. Welcome to my rabbit hole. Okay, So you can see that you can play this video, you can control it, you can go backwards and forwards, you can see the duration, but most importantly, you can use this video in a PowerPoint, or you can right click on it and save media as, oops, I should say, hold on, I'll just go back. You can also trim and stuff like that in there. I'm just going to go save media as. You select the name and location of your media file. So if I just sort of desktop media one is fine. Actually, if I make it PowerPoint, vid, okay. So I'm just going to save that. It will save it as an MP4, which means I can then put it in anything I want to. So I could put it in a PowerPoint, like I've done with this one, and save the PowerPoint, or I could put it on YouTube, which I've done with other videos. Anywhere where you could put an MP4, basically. Okay. So I hope that helps. You can always ask me questions, but don't forget, if you're not happy with an initial one, you can always just re-record. Once you've done it a couple of times, it's really straightforward. Okay, so I'm going to hit my stop button now. I hope 6.5 minutes isn't too long for you. Okay.